And now it's time to join Volusia Here and Now reporter Joanne Magley to find out what makes Volusia County so special.
These cars went anywhere between 280 and 320 miles an hour in the quarter mile in just about 5.5 seconds.
Marisha Falk knows a lot about speed. She's one of the professional dragster drivers for Larsen Motorsports, and she also oversees flight training at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Larsen is owned by husband and wife Chris and Elaine Larsen, high school sweethearts and married for 26 years. Chris has been in the industry his whole life.
I wanted to have Elaine get involved in the motorsports industry, and I didn't know what to do besides have her drive. I knew that I could build the cars, I knew that I could build the engines. I had her drive the cars. We never knew that she was going to turn out to be really a great race car driver.
There are only 3 female drivers in the world licensed to drive these jet dragsters, and 2 of them live right here in Volusia County. Elaine Larsen has more than 20 years of drag racing experience. Falk has been driving since 2012.
It's an extreme adrenaline rush. We get out of the car and we can't control ourselves. People ask us to sign our names and it's all over the place. But our car will out-accelerate the space shuttle. We pull about 5 Gs on launch and -7 on chute deployment. So it's got a couple pretty big hits in there, but it's definitely worth the 5.5 seconds for sure.
While attending an air show representing Embry-Riddle, she saw Elaine Larsen driving one of the dragsters going 336 miles per hour.
And I was amazed by her and her team, so I spent a couple years on the road getting to know more about racing and about the dragster. And then last year I was lucky enough to be put in the driver's seat of the 2012 Embry-Riddle Jet Dragster.
Part of the Larsen team includes intern Paige Sanchez, an Embry-Riddle mechanical engineering student.
My dad watched the races every weekend, and I just kind of sat with him, and I was hooked. And I remember in 5th grade, I actually wrote a letter to Mr. Hendrick, and I'm like, Mr. Hendrick, I want to work for you, and I'll see you in 13 years. You're going to be my boss, because it's just been my motivation ever since.
Larsen Motorsports is the first tenant at Embry-Riddle Research Park at the Daytona Beach International Airport. The 2012 Embry-Riddle Jet Dragster was recently retired and is currently on display inside the airport near the ticket counter. Co-owner Chris Larsen says his company has a very unique relationship with the university.
We're able to take their students from nearly every discipline of the university and create a spot in a real professional motorsports racing team atmosphere.
And during the 15-week internship, the students will end up building a dragster from start to finish: frame, wiring, fuel system, and even the engine.
What they learn in class is exactly what they apply right here at the Research Center in the real world.
Ultimately, I want to end up working for a NASCAR team. Hendrick Motorsports would be ideal, but just anywhere, just to get my foot in the door would be awesome, just an engineer.
My favorite part is probably not the driving as much as just meeting the young kids at the racetrack and hopefully inspiring them to pursue their dreams.
For Volusia Here and Now, I'm Joanne Magley.